All right, so I've jumped into my ads manager for one of my ad accounts that we run traffic through. And so I just wanted to run through quickly what this looks like when you start having different ads and how to look at some of your results. So the first thing you're going to notice is that there's the campaign name, um, if it's delivering or not. So you can see here I'm looking at some older ads that are inactive currently, what the budget was set. So this is, you can see here that it was set using the ad set budget, and then there's some that were set to a lifetime. And then what it does is it shows you what your results are. So you can see here, this particular campaign had 746 link clicks. It reached 16,288 people. This is how many impressions it had. It shows us that it cost us 49 cents per link click. How much was spent? We had this as an ongoing campaign instead of where it had a set end date. It'll show the frequency. So on average, each person saw this ad 3.72 times. And then there's unique link clicks here. So 572 unique people clicked on that link. And then it shows your click-through rate. So of this ad, for the amount of people or the amount of impressions that it received and the amount of people that clicked through, this click-through rate was a 2.74%, or so that's a good click-through rate. Also, you can see down here that there's different click-through rates. On average, people get, like a 1% click-through rate. So you can see we're doing fairly well here, but there are some campaigns that were slightly below. All right. And it might be that because these ones are low, but you can see here that the result that we were looking for was actually video views. And so link clicks weren't the intention, but we did get link clicks through it. All right, so when you click into a campaign, what ends up happening is you'll notice up here there's three tabs: campaigns, ad sets for campaign one, and ads for one campaign. So it's just showing you that as we drilled in, this was the ad set that was created. You can have multiple ad sets for each ad campaign. This particular ad set didn't. Now, so here, once you click into the ad set, this is a little bit different than what you would see on the campaign section. So we go into the ad set, it'll still show us if it's delivering, because you can turn off specific ad sets within a campaign. You can have the campaign running and just turn off specific ad sets. Once you've done your testing and you know maybe that one's not performing, you can turn it off and then just allot the budget somewhere else. So the bidding strategy here was the lowest cost, and it was based on link clicks. We had a $10 a day daily budget. It'll show the last significant edit, which was 69 days ago. It'll show the results, the reach, again, the impressions, the cost per result, and the amount spent. If there was multiple ad sets, then this row here would show the total amounts across all of the ad sets within this campaign. And then when you click over to the next tab, it's the ad. So this campaign had one campaign that had one ad set and one ad. And so here you'll notice that it's still not delivering. You can turn off a specific ad, your ad set name, again, the bidding strategy, what the budget was. And so once you come in here, it's a little bit different. What they used to do was show a relevance score, but now they're kind of doing away with the relevance score because it wasn't really showing as much information, or it wasn't really telling enough about the breakdown. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the campaign section, and here, if there was specific information that you wanted to be able to look at, you could come in here and choose the different view that you want. So typically when you come in, it's set up to performance. I like to customize my columns. And so when I come in here, it's set to performance, but then you can come in here and you can click off any other columns that you want. So that's where I had added the click-through rate, and then I hit apply because I like to quickly look at what my click-through rate is, because for me, if I'm driving traffic to a website, then I want to know if it's a healthy amount of clicks that we're getting on our campaigns. And you can customize that within each breakdown. So from really any link. So you can see here that it's still here, and then same thing with the ad campaign. You can view here, and you can also do a breakdown. If you wanted to, right now this is set to lifetime, but if you wanted to, you could look at set the timing on that to be able to look at it. For me, if I'm drilling down and I want to see how a campaign's doing for the last week, then I can drill down to the last week. But when you're first kind of looking, it'll just be a high level, the health of the campaign. And so that is really the basics of looking at your reporting. If you have any questions about reporting or you're not sure what some of this information is, feel free to drop us a line in the Facebook group. And then also you can submit a question for the Ask Me Anything Coffee Club. In the next video, we're going to talk about compliance, and I'll see you there.